Hello world, this is Abhirami Bhagirath, a mother, teacher, friend and a guide. Today I am going to share the case study of Sriram, Anita, Raghav and Janmai. So, the case study of Sriram. Sriram is working in a manufacturing unit and he is working as a production executive. So, in any manufacturing unit, they will have a number of work, in the sense installation of the machinery, the proper functioning of the machinery, and the production. In case of if production is happening, they have to just maintain the inventory. They have to send the goods to the concerned customer. So many things they need to work out. So his working hours are very vague. It's very long working hours, I could say. And once he wanted to go to his sister's place for Raksha Bandhan. So he applied for a half a day leave, and the boss saw the application. He rejected the leave. So, and this is how he does. And next time it was Karwa Chauth time, and he wanted to go back home early. So he saw that his boss was leaving by 7 p.m. And he also packed his bag. And when he was about to leave, the boss came back. And he said, where are you going? Oh, I have to go home. Today is Karwa Chauth. Don't you know that the machines have come and we have the installation? How can you be so much irresponsible? You finish your work and then you go back home. So he had to stay back. So the next festival was Diwali. So even for Diwali, he had granted only few hours uh, of time for Sri Ram to celebrate with his family. So Sriram totally got annoyed. He pissed off that he took a piece of paper. He just wrote his resignation letter and he went and gave it to his boss. From tomorrow onwards, I'm not coming to the work. Saying that, he just left the job. And the second case study is Anita. Anita is a branch manager of a multinational bank. She is very good in her work. She wants to bring her branch as the number one branch. She does anything and everything for that. In the sense, she's very strict with her subordinates and she's workaholic, focused, and all those good qualities are there. But she is not strict with all the subordinates. That also I need to say, because she need to get the job done now. So she's not strict with everyone, but with certain subordinates, she's very, very strict in the sense she hurts them. Not even strict, I could say, like she hurts them. She barks like a dog in order to get the work done. And how her behavior is, they may do 95 things correctly, but she will not appreciate that. Only 5 things they would have done wrong. So she'll just pinpoint those mistakes right in front of the crowd, yell at them, and just pull them down. These people, they are so vulnerable that they face all the crap and they don't have the courage to either ask her or to leave the job and find another job. So she found that these are her soft targets and she started hurting them regularly, and she has totally programmed herself up to her subconscious level that she started hurting them a lot, a lot, a lot. This is her behavior. And the third case study is about Raghav. Raghav was an young chap who has joined an IT company, and he was not called for the meeting or the team meeting about the projects and all. So he wanted to join with them in the meeting and he doesn't know how to ask. So many a time this has happened and he was resentful about it. So this is about Raghav. And the fourth one is about Tanmay. Tanmay is working in a big concern and at a senior manager level. And he had a immediate boss or his senior to whom he was reporting to. He got a better opportunity and he just left this job and went. So that place was vacant, and Tanmay had all credentials to join or to shift to that position. But he was hesitant to ask his managers, and he was just thinking, I should ask. What will they think if I ask? Will they think that I'm just pushing myself? All these thoughts he had, and he kept quiet. And the company needs someone to fill the gap, so they found a candidate. They just placed him there. And this Tanmay was showing his anger, irritation, frustration, and all these kind of qualities to his newly joined senior, because he thinks that he has come and grabbed his opportunity. So this kind of experience even I had when I joined in a school is typically the same experience, because I went there in order to fill the gap, and whatever responsibilities were given, I was doing that. But there was another woman or another teacher in that position before I could have joined, or I don't know, like she was a person who was responsible for that class. So she started showing her attitude towards me, and it was a very very challenging year for me, because lot of misunderstandings, miscommunication. So they cannot work as a team, right? So this kind of challenges are there, and they just don't express. So now there are only two things that is happening here. One is fight, another one is flight. So this is how our brain works. Either it will be working on a fight mode or in a flight mode. So how does it work in a fight mode or a flight mode? Our brain has a smaller part called as amygdala. Okay, when this amygdala, it is a smaller thing, like in the pressure cooker, how we have a whistle that controls the entire pressure of the cooker, right? Supposing if there is more pressure created because of the heat that is being uh, conducted or converted to the cooker, there is a point in which the pressure cannot be held within that volume, right? So this small whistle, it will just be thrown away. It will take care of the pressure till a certain point, but after a certain point, it will just throw away, right? Likewise, this amygdala will also exactly work like this. So it will have the person to behave in a proper way, but at one point of time, when the amygdala hijack happens, all of a sudden, physically, they'll be with lot of energy. They'll have this adrenaline rush, and they don't know how they are reacting, and they'll be totally hijacked to a different way of behavior patterns and things. Like they started shouting, yelling. So all these things happens. So this is called as fight mode. Flight mode is, what will you do when a tiger comes and stands in front of you? If you are really courageous enough, you will be fighting. But most of the times, we are not trained to fight with a tiger. So we will try to run away from the tiger. What tiger? Even some people, they'll be running away even if they see a puppy, because they have fear. Because of that, they have this flight mode. Okay. And this is how our brain works. Either it will work in fight mode or in flight mode. But this case study, whatever we did, if we observe, Sriram, he was in flight mode, and all of a sudden he was in fight mode. He left his job. There was not a consistent behavior in him. So this flight mode is an impulsive reaction. How about just working on this quality of impulsive reaction to be a wise response? So that will take us towards our goals, our future dreams, and everything, right? So the second case study of Anita. Here, Anita is just focusing on the soft targets. She just shouts at them, yells at them. Always she's in her flight mode with her weak targets. So, how will there be an amicable relationship within the team? Will it serve the company's or the bank's common goal? It doesn't serve the purpose, right? And the third one, Raghav. Raghav wanted to ask, but he's not asking. Wanted to ask, but he's not asking. And at last, he's with resentment. So he's always in flight. So when we are always in flight mode, we'll be a victim. So victims cannot be victors. There can be only one thing. Either we can be a victim or we can be a victor. It is up to us to choose to be a victim or a victor. The fourth case study was about Tanmay. He was in flight mode and he is in fight mode with some other person for no reason. Even that doesn't work. There won't be any team building mindset, or they cannot work as a team because it is a repulsive relationship what they have. So it's not possible to have a progress. Even if there is any appraisal, he may not get a good score, and he will also pull the other person down without any reason. So how to cope up this kind of emotional hijack? Let us see. So this is a strategy what we can follow when you want to control your emotion. When you're hijacked, you'll not know, but you can just work on your emotions by using your reflections. By the end of the day, or when something has happened after some time, you can just sit calmly and just introspect yourself. What happened? I was hijacked, and there was an emotional reaction that I had. And when I had this reaction, when I had that emotional reaction, what kind of result or what kind of ending I had, and what or how it could have been if I had done it differently, or what I should have done. That will be the more apt way to say what I should have done. I shouldn't have. Many a times we use this word. No, I shouldn't have done that way. I shouldn't have chosen this. I shouldn't have. Many a times we would have used this word. I shouldn't have. Shouldn't have. Shouldn't have. So that makes you to be a to feel that you're a victim. So something happened, you were hijacked, you had an emotional reaction, and because of that, you're having some results, and you can identify that what I should have done differently. This is to work on yourself in the future and not to just break down the present situation. So, whenever we feel that we have this kind of hijack, so what is the next step we have to do? Is that we have to stop, have to step back, slow down. We have to label the reaction. Am I feeling anxious? Am I having fear? Am I very much agitated? So we have to label our emotions. After labeling our emotions, all we have to do is simply breathe deeply or oxygenate yourself. So when you start breathing, your mind will get calm. When your mind is get calm, you'll start thinking wisely. You'll be moving towards your objective, your goals, and you'll be moving from impulsive reaction to wise response. Thank you. Have a great day.